Are you the one they call Beowulf? A man like you could own the greatest tale ever sung. Beowulf, stay with me. Give me a son, and I shall make you the greatest king that ever lived. This, I swear, you will forever be king. Forever strong, mighty, beyond imagination.
What are you? She's not my curse. Not anymore.
One day, King Hrothgar of Denmark, a descendant of the great king, enjoys a prosperous and a successful reign. He builds a great mead hall called Heorot, where his warriors can gather to drink, receive gifts from their lord, and listen to stories sang by the scopes or bards. However, the jubilant noise from Heorot makes Grendel angry. It was a horrible demon living in the swamplands of Hrothgar's kingdom. So what happened was, Grendel terrorized the Danes every night, killing the Jubilants and defeating them. Despite the warriors' efforts of fight them back, the Danes suffered many years in fear, danger, and death at the hands of Grendel.
Eventually, there's a young Geatish warrior named Beowulf who hears of Hrothgar's plan. Inspired by the challenge, Beowulf sailed to Denmark with a small company of men determined to defeat Grendel.
Hrothgar, who had once done a great favor for Beowulf's father Ecgtheow, accepts Beowulf's offer to fight Grendel and holds a feast in the hero's honor.
Hence, Grendel arrives. Beowulf fought Grendel unarmed, proving himself stronger than the demon, who is terrified. As Grendel struggles to escape, Beowulf tears the monster's arm off.
With a great wound, Grendel dived back into the swamp and died. So the severed arm that Beowulf cut off was hung high in the mead hall as a trophy of victory.
Overjoyed, Hrothgar showers Beowulf with gifts and treasure at the feast to honor him, but then another threat approached. Grendel's mother, a swamp hag who lives in a desolate lake, came to Heorot seeking revenge for his son's death. She murdered Esher, one of Hrothgar's most trusted advisors, before sneaking away.
To avenge Ashir's death, Beowulf and his company travels to the murky swamp and fights Grendel's mother in her underwater lair. When they get there, all his company were killed instantly and he was the only one left.
Beowulf saw Grendel's mother, but what was astonishing was that she did not look like a beast. She was a woman, covered in a gold, a woman of beauty and seduction. She was able to seduce him, and that was his very first fail.
Unable to kill Grendel's mother, he looked for Grendel's corpse, decapitated it, and brought the head as a prize to Hrothgar. The Danes are again overjoyed, and Beowulf's fame spread across the kingdom.
Time passed, and Beowulf departs after a sorrowful goodbye to Hrothgar, who had treated him like a son. He returned Gateland, where he and his men are united with their king and queen, Hygelac and Hedge.
In time, Hygelac got killed in a war against the Scylfings, and after Hygelac's son dies, Beowulf ascends to the throne of the Geats. he rose wisely for 50 years, bringing prosperity to Gitlin.
When Beowulf became an old man, a thief disturbed a barrow or mound where a great dragon laid up for the treasure. The dragon unleashed fierce destructions upon the kids. Beowulf, sensing the fear of his people, decided to fight the dragon. He took Wiglaf with him and 5 soldiers to the den, thinking they would successfully slay the dragon. Going on their way, Beowulf saw his men simultaneously lose consciousness.
But then, a very beautiful stranger approached him. Without hesitation, she pours Beowulf a sweet-scented oil while telling him, "Go with your quest and see what this oil will do to you." After that lady disappeared and his men gained back their consciousness. As soon as they arrived, they instantly fought with the dragon. But the dragon was so strong that it wiped out all his men.
So Beowulf decided to let his men flee. All who were still able did flee except for Wiglaf, and with his aid, Beowulf was able to kill the beast, but at a heavy cost. After the dragon was slain, its true form appeared. It was a man covered in gold and has Beowulf's resemblance. Seeing this gave him a wave of flashback. It made him realize that he has killed his son. Beowulf was badly injured. He was dying, but before he lost his last breath, he asked Wiglaf not to take him back to the kingdom, but to only take his armor to let his people know he died and that Wiglaf will take over his throne.
As Wiglaf left, Beowulf looked at the lifeless body of his son and was about to give up on life, when a strange lady appeared beside him. She told him that the oil was to help her find him wherever he was. The lady put her palm on Beowulf's head, saying, "Your kingdom will be blessed and will prosper. No more beast can harm it. And you, great warrior, you will be mortal, but you cannot return to your kingdom. That is your curse for failing your task to kill Grendel's mother and for killing your son with her." Then she disappeared. So Beowulf set sail to the seas and lands of his world, looking for a new adventure.
People tried to search and follow Beowulf, but none can find his traces until now. As for Grendel's mother, she died, giving her birth to her second child with Beowulf.